What's up guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we have an updated version of my top 10 favorite cards in my collection. I've done a few of these videos already. If you're looking for the others, those are in my playlist labeled I think top 10s or something like that. And I've done top 10 polls, my top 10 favorites. I've done several different versions of these and it's a lot of fun. It's nice to look at how my collection's evolved. It's definitely changed a lot. A while ago when I made the last one, I said I tried to update these frequently, but kind of just got away from me, and it's been a while since we've done one. I don't think there are too many of the same cards on the other list. I mean, every time I make one, I look back and there's just huge differences. I'm always moving stuff or getting new cards, and I have this whole stack right here, a lot of stuff. It's really fun to go back into your collection and look through all the stuff you have. I have stuff just piled up in boxes, and kind of sorting it out, seeing which was my favorite was a lot of fun. It's nice to look back, appreciate, and be grateful for all the many cards that you got. And I have a lot of great stuff, so I'm very happy to have these. And I also pulled 3 honorable mentions. So this here and these two would be that, and I'll kind of give a little brief blurb about each one as we go through them. And then real quickly, if you are interested in group breaks, I just posted I think 3 new ones on my site, pacmansportscards.com. That is posted down below, the link there. And also Pac-Man Breaks, subscribe to that channel if you haven't. That's where I post all my break content. So first 2 links in the description. But if you want to see more of these lists, drop a like. Let me know down below in the comments. I'll do much more of these more often, but it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing these. So without further ado, let's get looking at this list. So I'm gonna put these here. Honorable mention, obviously, we'll start with. So Aaron Judge, Yankees, awesome. I love the Yankees. He brought me back to baseball after I used to play when I was young. Years passed by, and all of a sudden, he had that huge rookie year, and that kind of brought me back. I bought this card. Very happy to have it. I love Heritage, probably my favorite baseball set, and really happy to have this card. And then we also have, and this is in no order, these honorable mentions. We also have the Zion Silver. This is really important to me because I was chasing this Zion Silver for a long time and going through all Prism retail boxes, Prism blasters, hobby, you name it, different formats. Finally landed the Zion in one of my last boxes. Whew, means a lot. I'm very happy to have this card. Very sweet. Of course, I will do a my annual recap of all my polls and all the stuff from Prism shortly. Probably once I make sure I've done all my stuff, then I'll update 2020's version or 2019's version of all my Prism stuff, a recap of everything from how much money I spent on it. But got the Zion Silver, so happy to have it, and it's just great card for my collection. I'm really happy that I was able to pull it. Being pulled makes it that much more special to me. This one here was so hard to take out of the top 10 because I love it. It's 2 of 25. It's a little bit of a reach, but that is where the Grizzlies drafted to get him. The lottery ticket, we did hit the lottery and move up to 2. So, I think besides number 12, this is as good as numbering gets for these. But cracked dice, obviously contenders and cracked dice go hand in hand. That's some of the best stuff. Lottery ticket looks awesome. I love the way they made these cards this year, and I just love this. It's a beautiful card. Cracked dice, happy to have it in my collection. John Moran's obviously my guy. Him and Jaron, very sweet. And man, this card. Obviously, my opinions change over time, but I wouldn't be surprised if next time I make this card sneaks up into the top 10 again, because not including this, it hurt. It was so tough. Obviously, in the background, we also have 2 solid ones. That Saquon from the most epic video I've probably posted, back-to-back Saquon autos, and at the time he was as good as it gets. And that Zion Red Wave, my annual top rookie Red Wave pull. Obviously, I pulled Luca from the boombox, and that was also from the boombox. I'm always hitting the booms from the boombox, but Zion Red Wave pulled this year, and then Luca Red Wave pulled last year. So I'm always pulling the top rookies, but only the Red Waves, not numbered. But at least I got a chance to pull one of them. That's awesome. So now let's look at this list. And real quick, before we get into the top 10 list, I asked you guys a lot in streams, but if anyone wants a Pac-Man mat, one of these, comment down below. Let me know how interested you guys would be in these. I'd probably ship them folded up so it's a little cheaper to ship instead of in like a tube. So this way we both pay less for shipping. But pretty much this mat here, if you guys wanted one, let me know. And if I have enough people, maybe I'll order a bunch and we'll put them on the site, and then you guys can just buy them from there. But nice Pac-Man mat. I can list the dimensions and stuff later. I think it's like 24 by like 14 or something like that. But really nice mats. I think they're cool to have. That's how they look like. If you want one, let me know, and if I have enough, we can do it. But anyway, let's get into this top 10 list. Ooh, this would be crazy. I love these cards. These cards differ greatly from top 10 in terms of value, top 10 in terms of the, literally the top 10. What are the best cards in my collection? This one is straight up all cards that have so much sentimental value that it would be tough to move. It's important not to get too attached to cards, but these ones would be tough for me to move. But anyway, the first is number 10, and it's actually 3 cards. My 3 Jaren Galactics. Revolution's one of my favorite products. I bought this one. I think it was already graded. Then I bought these 2, and I graded both of them. They both came back PSA 10, and yeah, I was very happy about that. That was awesome, man. I'm just like, I still have the same joy I had then when I got those grades back. When I bought the cards, I still have the same joy when I see these cards. Jaren's my favorite player. Galactic, one of my top 3 favorite cards, period. And I have 3 of them. So really happy to have these. I'm glad I bought them when I did. And yeah, this is just like, these 3 make me so happy. Having 3 of these brings a great smile to my face. Next one, Luca. PSA 10 again. PSA took care of me with these 3 cards. The rest of the cards from that submission didn't do too great, but at least these 3 did well, and that's kind of what matters the most. But Luca Hollow, I say it all the time, this year's Optic Rated Rookie was probably one of the best designs. Yeah, probably one of the best designs. So, really nice. The hollows look sweet. Only thing that kind of bugs me is PSA got a little piece of lint in there. For those of you guys who grade with PSA a lot, are you allowed to like send it back? And I mean, it's not the biggest piece, but when you're looking at a hollow card and there's a little lint, it's kind of distracting. It's not the biggest deal, but I wonder if you can send it back and have them just recase it. But still, Luca Hollow. Luca's the man. For those of you who don't know, he was supposed to be a Grizzly, and I was literally preparing the way for him to come. I was making little pictures of him and Grizzly jerseys. I was so excited. We had the second worst record that year. And if it was just regular by record, say like football, we would have gotten the second pick. We probably would have gotten Luka. But the draft lottery was not too nice to us. We went to 4, got my favorite player Jaren, so I'm still happy. And the next year it evened out, and we got Ja. We moved up from like 7 or 8 or 9 to 2. So at the end of the day, it worked out. Next, Trey Mojo. I love Mojo. Trey is a really great player. Guy who I really think is going to be one of the top guys in the game. He has a good team, Trey, or 3, I don't know. It's kind of a reach, another reach. Trey, I don't know, different spellings, but technically Trey of 25, I don't know. But still, really nice card. I love this one. This Pac-Man also loves Trey Young, so this is a great card for the collection. I think it only goes up from here. They're in a really great position. I think his skills age very well over time, right? He's not the best athlete. He's not some huge dude, but he has skill and he can shoot, and that's great to see. Really happy to have that card. Next, some football. Watson. I don't know how many of you guys were around when I pulled this one, but I used to and still plan to do a series called Packs in Paradise, where I love traveling. That's like my other hobby, so you'll see me traveling a lot. If I'm not spending my money on cards, I'm spending it on traveling. It's my favorite thing to do, other than collecting my beautiful cardboard here. But went to Paris. I think this is the first time I ever went to Paris, and I brought a box of 17 Contenders Optic with me. And I went up to the Eiffel Tower, and I ripped it, overlooking Paris. And we pulled this card at the time. There was no Mahomes. It was Watson all day. So this was the top guy from the class. Red, 65 of 75. So that was a huge card, monster card. And this is still one of my favorites considering where I pulled it. And of course, once it's, I guess, more possible, I'll definitely do more traveling, do more Packs in Paradise. If you haven't seen those videos, I have a whole playlist with those on my channel. Just go to playlist and you can see hobby boxes, retail boxes, Packs in Paradise, box battles, face miscellaneous, where I have all my face reveals when I've done several of those. And yeah, this was huge. I'll definitely do some more once I can do some more traveling. I'll bring boxes with me. We'll rip on the beach. We'll rip scenic places. It's a lot of fun. It's combining my 2 hobbies is really great. As I said, we pull the red waves a lot. So this is PSA 9. Once again, this is part of that first PSA sub. Thankfully, for the most part, everything that didn't get that 10 got that 9. Not any 8s, I don't think. unless I'm forgetting one. Obviously, I sent that Pokemon card, which I knew would get at most 7. I think I got a 6, but I just wanted to grade it for fun. And Luca Red Wave, pulled this from the boombox. Zion, Luca Red Wave. So next year, I'm probably pulling a LaMelo or a Weissman or Anthony Edwards or whoever ends up being the top guy. Red Wave. Could be some guy that didn't even name, but still very, very happy because I pulled this card, and pulling a card is awesome. Now the centering could be better, not gonna lie. It's kind of tough to see due to the pattern, but as you can see, top to bottom, it favors the bottom a little. Left to right, actually left to right, it's pretty fine. I mean, and there's not too many flaws with this card, other than that really. But I think there might be a small, tiny surface like dimple. I don't know, something. Got it at 9, but still really love this card. Luca is the man, and let's keep it up. I was going back and forth between these two because, as you guys know, I love collecting. I love ripping packs. So while this one's worth so much more than this one, pulling this one just means so much to me because it's just the best feeling. But Pink Pulsar Luka Doncic. This is from the retail boxes, I believe. The Pink Pulsars, numbered to 42. Kind of random numbering, but 28 of 42. Very sweet. And PSA 9. I wouldn't regrade it because I know why I got a 9. It's it's in decent condition, but there's a couple small issues which I know why I got a 9. So I'm fine with that. 9 isn't the worst. It could get 8, could get worse than that. So I'll take it. Love this card. I would still like to add a numbered Luka to my collection from Prism, or like a select courtside or something like that. But yeah, it's expensive now, so not as easy to do. All right, now we get down to the final ones right here. The final 4. Mahomes. And this is probably the most valuable card in my collection. So you're saying, what's ahead of those? Once again, these are my favorites. Not the most valuable, not the top, not the best ones, but Bronze Stars, Mahomes. I still remember where I pulled it, when I pulled it. I was at my apartment at back when I was in school, and I remember just ripping that box. And at the time, it wasn't a super duper like insane blow your mind off pull because Mahomes wasn't playing. He was still sitting behind Alex Smith. But these are numbered to 20 or less, and yeah, these are just crazy. Mahomes might be the GOAT for all we know. Bronze Stars, first off the line. This is one of the first off the line products back when it used to sit on shelves. No one would buy first off the line for a while because no one really knew what it was. They didn't do too great a job of, I guess, telling us. And that's the golden days of first off the line, before it's Dutch auctions, before it's bots. We would just go on the site, add to cart, and that was pretty much it for the first few releases. But I love this card. Ooh, Patrick Mahomes. I didn't pull a lot of Patrick Mahomes all of 2017 pretty much. I don't have the best luck pulling the top guy, whoever ends up being the top guy in the draft classes. Like Lamar in 2018. He's probably the best guy right now. I pulled very little Lamar. Mahomes, and once again, Lamar and Mahomes weren't the top guys at the time, but I still didn't pull a lot of them. Barely pulling Mahomes. I only have a few cards of him, which is unfortunate despite how much I ripped. And Luca last year. So, I don't know. Maybe that'll change next time. Maybe I have to just rip more packs. I think that's the solution. Number 3, Marant. Pulled myself to $2.99 red. Woohoo! To $2.99. Marant. I remember buying this hobby box. I remember ripping this hobby box. I remember it being 10 packs in and sweating and tears rolling down my face. And then we pulled this and big smile. Man, this is awesome. I love this card. Morant for the Grizzlies. Ooh, gorgeous card. If I had one gripe, it's just I wish the condition was a little better. I think this back corner is just a little, see a little nick right there, but still, I love it. Not going to grade it, not going to replace it, just keeping it with me because I love and I pulled it. That means a lot to me. So, number 2, Luca Silver. Didn't pull this. I bought it on eBay back when it was like $220 for a silver, and I was just waiting. I was just waiting to see when I had enough. I didn't have a ton of money, right? So I was still a college kid. So I was just waiting for the right one to pop up on eBay. Now, obviously, this wasn't perfect, but the centering just had to be good enough, and I would have bought one. So finally, one came up. Someone will sit for a fair price. And funny enough, after I bought it for $220, they dropped to $180 per silver. So I was kind of upset about that. But now in the long run, I'm pretty happy. It's crazy how much prices have risen. I remember seeing several at 180 and I didn't buy them. I think I saw one sell like pretty for a steal. I passed on it, didn't have the money for it. But Luca Silver, graded gem mint. This was originally a PSA 9, but I thought that grade was complete bogus. I looked over the card as closely as I could and I was like, yeah, no way. I think this can definitely gem. Obviously not complete bogus. It was not too far off because we only went up like point to 0.5, but I knew it could gem, so I sent it to PGS and it gemmed, and I'm so happy. This card means so much to me because I remember just scouring eBay for a really long time trying to find the right Luka, and this is what I believe to be the right one. The centering is good. I think I'm sure there's some small things maybe with the surface or the corner, but as you can see here. But other than that, really nice. This card is awesome because it was not easy to get it and then get it to grade like this. So love Luka. He's a man. And last and farthest from the least, my Jaren Shimmer. I ripped a case of first off the line Prism 1819, probably the most loaded draft class in recent memory. And I pulled Bagley, I pulled Bamba, and Kostas Antetokounmpo shimmers, rookie shimmers. And the first half case was loaded, second half case was a dud. But the first half case was absolutely fire. We pulled this Jaren 2 of 7. Ooh, this is my favorite card. I love this card so much. To pull it yourself, this being the card I was chasing, meant the world to me. I was chasing Luka 2, obviously. I wanted a Luka shimmer because I do PC Luka. He's just too expensive, so I don't have too much stuff of him. But Luka's been my PC pre-draft. So I was, trying to find stuff of him. But then we drafted Jaren, and I pulled this card. I still can't believe it. I pulled this also in the apartment back when we had Apartment Mojo. A lot of you guys may not remember that, but we pulled a lot of fire down at the apartment. And, man, this was crazy. I just remember just how happy I was. And I'm still happy every time I see this card because knowing I pulled this, knowing it was the one I wanted, and I got it, it just means so much to me. So this is like the joys of the hobby are summed up in this card for me. The chase and the find. So really sweet stuff. And that does it for my top 10. So there we go. Really, really nice stuff. I'm so blessed to have a lot of great cards. And I'm very interested in seeing or hearing, I guess, what your top 10 cards, if you want to do top 10, top 1, or top 3. I know a lot of you guys have sweet cards out there. And it's fun. This hobby for me is just awesome. I love collecting, and it's just the best feeling to have all these cards. Really sweet stuff. Get these on the screen there. And I'll try my best. I promise I'll try better to update these. Once again, I have to have a significant shakeup to redo it. So say 6 months from now, I don't have enough new stuff to make the list. I won't make a new video. But if I have 4 to 6 new cards that make this list, then I'll do it again. And we can see how they rank. Of course, stay tuned for other top 10 lists. I'll do top 10 products, and plus the bottom 5. Top 10 polls at the end of this year once the collecting year is done. So that would be probably right before the 2020-21 stuff comes out. And then other top 10 stuff. If you have any suggestions for top 10s you want me to do, comment them down below, and we'll definitely try to get those done if it's one that I can see myself doing. Drop a like if you want to see more like this. And if you are, once again, interested in group breaks, pacmansportscards.com, link down below, as well as Pac-Man Breaks. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want a Pac-Man mat, if you want to buy one of those, if you're interested, comment down below, and if we have enough, we will do that. So that does it. Long video, a lot of blabbing, and a lot of just emotions and sentimental value in these cards, man. I love these cards. This stack is just pure joy. So that does it for this one. I think we'll have to close up on our top 2. I just put it down, but we'll pick it back up. Collecting is fun. I love this hobby. So that does it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.